Game 1 of the semifinals match between Twop and Mothkebab. Twop wins the roll and plays first, leading with a Canopy Vista. Turn 2 Evolutionary Leap is met by a Duskwatch Recruiter. Twop decides to cast a main phase Secure the Waste for 2, stopping the Duskwatch from transforming on the following turn. Mothkebab passes anyways, but Twop's turn 4 Gideon, ally of Zendikar, looks to do some major work. Warping Whale takes out one of the warrior tokens at end of turn, and the Kralin Horde Howler ends up attacking Gideon and getting chumped by the other token. Thought-Knot Seer from Mothkebab looks good, but when Twop takes their next turn, animating Gideon and using Dromoka's command to fight the Thought-Knot, it deals with it splendidly. The ensuing attack leaves Mothkebab at 13, who simply plays 2 Sylvan Advocate on their turn and passes. The same attacks are made by Twop, who passes it back to Mothkebab. They use an ultimate price on Sylvan Advocate, but a flashed-in Archangel Avacyn not only prevents the Advocate from dying, but also represents a lethal flyer in the air. Mothkebab concedes and Twop takes Game 1. Mothkebab is on the play for Game 2, but it's Twop with the first play in the form of Oath of Nissa. Things quickly get out of hand when Mothkebab's turn 2 Duskwatch Recruiter finds no opposing play from Twop. Duskwatch Recruiter transforms and allows for a turn 3 Thought-Knot Seer. When Twop finds their third land and still makes no plays, the following Nissa Vastwood Seer and double Sylvan Advocate leave Twop dead on the very next attack. Mothkebab takes the second game in record time. The third and final game of the semifinal match between Twop and Mothkebab finds Twop on the play and with a turn 2 Sylvan Advocate. Mothkebab is quick to ultimate price it, and when Hangerback Walker for 1 and no third land is the best Twop can muster, Mothkebab goes on the offensive. Tireless Tracker into Thought-Knot Seer apply the pressure to Twop, who manages to draw 2 lands in a row in order to cast a Gideon, ally of Zendikar. Unfortunately for them, a double attack at Gideon, in addition to a removal spell on blockers, kills Gideon and gets rid of Twop's defense, though he is left with 2 Thopter tokens. With nothing on turn 5, Mothkebab leads with Thought-Knot Seer and finds multiple Archangel Avacyn in the opposing hand. One of the Avacyn comes down at end of turn, and immediately Gideon, ally of Zendikar emblem, leaves Mothkebab at 11 life. The ensuing turn for Mothkebab is insane, however, and when Dragonlord Selimgar takes control of Archangel Avacyn, he's able to attack in for 14 points of damage. With nothing but 1 card left in hand, Twop passes the turn and dies on the following attack. Mothkebab wins this semifinals match, 2-1.